So stop this one. And hello, are we live? My phone says we are, but I don't know. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Right. So, welcome. Okay. So it looks like this one is working. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna wait for people to join us. So I had this cool setup and everything. I had my microphone and my headphones and my camera, and I was gonna do a whole shebang. But apparently my Wi-Fi is not strong enough to support. No. So now I just have this and pretending to use it. But alright. Right, so this one. No, we need to delete this one. And wait for some people to join us. We're gonna delete the previous one so it doesn't look confusing. Hi! Hello, Katie! Okay, sorry, I was having some technical difficulties. And I had some people already in the chat and everything, but and I had a wonderful setup and everything, but unfortunately my Wi-Fi is not strong enough for this, so here we are. Okie dokies, so hopefully some people will join us in a moment. Yeah, it's so annoying. I had a tall setup and everything. But yeah, now it's just me and my phone. Just chillin'. Right. Let's see. Okay, so let me just put it somewhere so it looks alright. I won't be needing this because it doesn't work. Such a shame. It took me so long to set everything up and now I won't even be needing it. But that's fine. We'll try for next time. So yes, hello. Looks like we have, okay. I'm doing great. Hold on. I should probably mute you because this might be a bit... Hello! I know I was muted because I was setting up my phone. Can you hear me now? Yeah, hopefully. Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes! Alright. So, hello. We're live. It's been quite a minute. So, like I said a second ago when you probably weren't here, I had a whole setup prepared and everything. I had my camera connected. I was like all proper streamer mode with like a microphone and OBS and everything. But I think it ended up being too much for my Wi-Fi. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to try doing it like this and hope for the best. All right, so let's go, people. Let's go, mermaids. So today we're gonna be working on this tail that I've been saying I'm working on, but it's nowhere near being finished. So here's the update in case you haven't seen it. In case you haven't met me in the past few months. So here we go. We've got my scales. Got them on both sides. Beautiful. Got some ASMR going on. And also, I have the big boy right here as well. We have the fin! The fin is finished! Yes! And I actually got to try it out a few months ago as well. And yeah, it's not too bad. It doesn't have as much power as I would like it to, but I kind of knew it was going to happen. Oh, thank you! Yeah, it doesn't have as much power, but it's alright. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of a squid, this part, if you've seen it before. So it's kind of inspired by like a squid or an octopus or something. Now, the back side of it is not as pretty. Well, actually, it looks better on camera. But it's got some like purple little tentacle dot things. But this part I need to work on as well, and the top part. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is put some scales on top of it. Yeah, and Katie got to try it out as well when we were swimming a few months ago. Yeah, she gave me a nice review and a comparison to the fantasy fin. Yeah. Yeah. So Katie, you said that it was more comfy, but it doesn't have as much power, unfortunately, I believe. Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to make some more silicone scales to put on top of here to kind of make it look more mermaidy, and then to put some on the back as well, just to finish it off a little bit more. But so that part is finished, and yeah, so that's good. But now we have a very fun job of sewing on all the scales onto this magical creation. But I'm actually quite happy with how the body turned out so far. So we've got the body of it, and I did kind of how Courtney Mermaid does her waistbands. At least I'm hoping I kind of replicated that by folding it down, like on the inside. So it's a bit thicker because it's like a neoprene-ish fabric, I think. So yeah, it kind of, I don't know, it looks good when it's on. So yeah, we've got this many scales so far sewn on, and I'm using this, I think it's actually a fishing thread or something, like a fishing line, because I wanted it to be like really strong, and it's got like, it's meant to be for, you know, big fishes, big mermaids, fishing some mermaids and stuff. And then we have all of the scales, my resin scales that I made. There we go. So these are the ones that I'm going to be sewing on today, hopefully, if I manage. And now this is not all I've got. This is just the batch that is kind of ready to go on the tail, because I have another box. Well, I do. And in the other box, there's even more! And they're all different. Like, I separate them into different categories as well. So in this bag, I've got some that I think I need to file the backs of them. And these ones need to be drilled, and like, I need to finish off the edges of them and everything. So yeah, we're going to be sewing on some scales today, hopefully, if everything goes right. Yeah, what are you guys working on, if you are working on anything? Any crafts today, or just chilling like a villain? What are y'all doing while I get my needles? Hopefully I won't be breaking. How heavy is going to end up being? Probably quite heavy. I don't know. Hopefully I won't drown. It's already it's got some weight on it, so I'm worried it might stretch the fabric a little bit, but we'll see how it goes, honestly. It's probably going to be quite similar to the Finfolk tails, you know, with their resin scales. This is inspired by the Finfolk ones. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully not too heavy, because ooh, some necklaces. Yep. Some necklaces and some tail designs. Very fun. Which ones are you working on? Is it the Hogwarts ones? Like the, what was it? The Harry Potter ones, I think you were saying. And some necklaces as well, very fun. Right, I need to thread my needle. Needle and a thread, gotta get you out of my head. Right, so I think I have my strawberry to hold my needles. And seriously, I broke so many needles. So this has taken ages, but also the fact that I keep just like breaking needles while working on it, because I keep pulling so hard and like it's not great. Not great at this. Gryffindor and Hufflepuff. Ooh! Right, very exciting. Gryffindor and Hufflepuff. See, I need to do my my test online to find out what house I am. But I'm so scared because I don't want to be like unhappy with my result. Because I remember being obsessed with like the Harry Potter books when I was younger with my siblings. But then I never wanted to do the test because I was like, oh, what if I get one that I'm not happy with? And like, oh. So yeah, I'm kind of putting it off. Just hoping for the best. Yeah, if there, I'm probably not even in a Hogwarts house. I'm just like one of the mermaids from the lake, just chilling. All right, how about the rest of y'all? What are you guys working on? I'm working on threading this needle. It's great fun. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Lovely stuff. Here we got the needle and the thread. It's already attached to this because I finished the last part of it when I broke my last needle. So I just left it in the fabric. So we're just gonna do a little bit of a knot. And then we're gonna start with the scales. So I've already done quite a few of these, as you can tell. So I kind of have a method now. I am definitely regretting putting 3 holes into my scales. That was a bad choice. I mean, it's a good choice when it comes to like making the tail more sturdy, but it's not a great choice for the amount of work I have to put in. So in case you haven't seen my scales before, this is what they look like. They are pink, meant to be a rose quartz like thing. And also, the other day, I'm so silly that I've not thought of this before, but I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw this girl making like little figurines out of resin. She was like, oh, they're crystal infused figurines. And I was like, what do you mean crystal infused? So she just took like really fine crystals and actually put them in resin, and she was like, yeah, they're crystal infused. And I was like, oh my god, why have I not thought of this for this? Like, I could have done actual rose quartz. What? I might do it. I think I still need to like make a lot more scales anyway, so I might do that. But yeah, that would be so cool to have like actual rose quartz. That will probably be heavy as well. But we'll see. So this is my scales. Yep, I have 3 different sizes as well. Well, they were meant to be 3 different sizes, but I ended up having some like differences in the molds, so they're all kind of different. The smallest one is like this. So yeah. So let's put the scale on, shall we? I feel like I've just been chatting away. I got too excited with the fact that the live stream actually worked. It sucks that it didn't work on my laptop though. Very sad. Sad times. So yeah, so I'm just putting them through the 2 top holes to attach it. And like so. And then, that's why I was saying that the 3rd hole was a bad idea. I need to like catch it and then put it through the 3rd one as well. Also, I don't know, like whenever I make these, which by the way, I've not been here in like a year. Sorry. But whenever I make these, I'm like making it into a tutorial and I feel like no one needs this. Like no one's actually gonna make one of these, so I'm just trying to fill the silence, I suppose. But yeah, this is how it works. And as you can see, I'm using my pliers because it's a bit tricky, you know. So the pliers do come in hand. And also I started it out completely wrong, as you do when you're distracted, because where is my cardboard? There it is, in front of me. Perfect. Aww, thanks, Katie. I still need to see your scales, your silicone ones. And your fabric ones as well. I've not seen them live yet. Very sad. Right, so I'm just putting this cardboard piece inside to make it easier for me to saw. Ta-da! There we go. Right, so then it's easier for me to sew them on without like being worried about sewing the 2 sides together. Yeah, so it's just a bit easier this way. And to be fair, they all end up facing whatever way they want, but we just kind of need to wiggle them to make sure they stay. Right, and now we're going to start another row. So yeah, hello, I'm back, by the way. I've not been here for a year, which is crazy. 2022 is a year that we're in right now. How is that a thing? I feel like I blinked and now we're in 2022, which is great fun. But yeah, I've not been working on this at all. Well, I have a little bit here and there, but I've not posted anything, even though I have a full-on video, like almost edited. But for some reason, my brain was just like, no, you need to like edit it more and add a bit more of like, I don't know, a little bit of something. But there might be a video coming. Who knows? Who knows? I have a video edited of me making my monofin, the big guy, and actually trying it out as well. Yes, I know, with the help of Katie. Thank you so much. So I have a video of that, and wait, where did I put my... Oh, there they are. And a fun thing, I have hip fins. Yeah. So I have in the video that I might post at some point, I have kind of the process of making these as well. They're gonna be my little hip fins, hopefully. And yeah, I need to sew them on as well, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I've not been here for ages, because life just happens sometimes. And yeah, sometimes I forget that I'm not like a celebrity, no, that I'm not, you know, just a crafter full time. This is not my life, unfortunately, even though I would love it to be. But, you know, I'm a girl in her 20s trying to figure out how to be a grown-up, I suppose, which sucks. I'd rather just be a mermaid, that's why I'm here, so let's do that instead. No adulting for me. So yeah, and I've not been doing a lot of mermaiding either in the past year, so that's probably something that doesn't really go with doing a lot of mermaid crafts. I think 2019 was probably my like favorite mermaidy year, because I was working at this place that had a pool in there, and like the people there were just so nice, and nobody cared that I took my mermaid tails into the pool, and the pool was always empty as well, so it was great, and I had free access and everything. So in 2019 was when I made my individually scaled tail, that one. So that was probably because I was living like right next to a pool that I had access to for free, and it was so fun. And I would go there like every day just with my mahina. And yeah, and I also had a friend out there that was a mermaid too, that I met just randomly. So yeah, that was probably like my favorite mermaid year because of it, because I got to do a lot of mermaid things. And I also went to Sea Life. It was in Scotland. I don't live in Scotland anymore, so I can tell you. So I went to Sea Life in Scotland and saw some of the performance mermaids perform in the aquariums that year, so that was really fun. But yeah, but then obviously COVID hit and just boring. No thank you. No swimming for us mermaids. But yeah, oh, but something quite mermaidy that happened last year. Of course, except for finding another pod in Devon and meeting some other mermaids, was the fact that I got to do my very first mermaid party. So that was very exciting, and I was really excited to chat and work for Mermaid Grace, which is like the queen of mermaids here in the UK. If you don't know Mermaid Grace, what are you doing? So that was very exciting. It was kind of like, I remember when I first kind of found out about the UK pod, was because of Higher Mermaid UK and because of Mermaid Grace. So like chatting to her and like doing a little training session with her via Zoom before the party was just like, oh my god, hi, the Queen of Mermaids. I was like starstruck. So that was really fun. It was just a birthday party for a little girl and her friends, and I wore my purple tail, the silicone individually scaled one. And I'm hoping this year, I already spoke to Hannah, Grace's kind of assistant for Higher Mermaid UK. I might be doing some more parties around here. So that's why this is kind of happening again, because I really want this pink Mersona to happen. As you can see in the background, I've got my pink scales and everything. So yeah, and I'm wearing pink. For some reason in the past year or so, I really got into pink and everything, you know? I don't know why. I think this is my rebellion. This is me being a rebel, being like, pink is fun again, it's cool, you know? So I want to finish this tail before April. So hopefully I will be able to take this tail to Mercon and do kind of my not first swim, obviously I need to try it out before I take it to Mercon, but I would love it to like take it to Mercon and just be like, hello, I have arrived with my pigtail, and just do a whole thing, you know? And yeah. Is anyone from here going to Americon? Yay! Of course you are, Katie. Let's go. Now I can see we have a few people in the chat being really quiet. I hope you're working on your crafts. I hope you are. But yeah, I'm excited for American. I'm kind of scared because I'm a bit awkward. But hopefully it will be all good. I will know a few people in there already, so that's good. And I'm waiting to get an email back because I asked about having a stall there. As some of you may know, and like when I'm not here and I'm not working on whatever I'm doing to make money at the time, I also run a little Etsy shop. So I make kind of mermaidy-ish things. They're not mermaid specific. I really got into making belly button rings for some reason. I think because I have one and I could never find like really nice ones. So I got into that and some like polymer clay things as well, some axolotls. So I'm hoping to go to American and have a little stall there to kind of sell my crafts and kind of experience the vibe of like being, you know, like a seller at a fair for the first time. Because I don't think a regular craft fair would work for whatever I'm making, but I feel like a lot of the things I have in my shop will be good for like mermaids that go to American. So they might like it. Yeah, hopefully you can see kind of what I'm doing here. We'll see how it goes. We have a few scales here. One of them is upside down. Yay. So I thought this would be really good to like do when you're watching TV or something. But then I don't have a TV. I have a projector though. It's really fun. But when I'm watching things on my projector, obviously it's really dark, so then I have to put a light on to like see what I'm doing, and it's like annoying. But yeah, it's not too bad. Kind of feel like a granny whenever I'm doing this, because I feel like this is very similar to like knitting and stuff. And I'm not really into sewing, so I don't know why I decided to make this really. I think I ask myself this question every day. But yeah, I'm still waiting for people from American to reply, because I got the first info from them, like when the tickets went on sale. But then I was thinking about having a stall with another person, so I asked them about that, and I'm just waiting for them to respond what they think about it. So yeah, if you're going to Americon UK in April, I might see you there, hopefully. If not, hopefully you'll find American close to you, or a convention like that. Maybe even Comic-Con or something. Could always go as a mermaid, why not? Yeah. I'm wondering like how it's gonna be, because I don't know, it's scary. So many mermaids in a pool. I hope they have like a big pool so we can all have a bit of space as well, and like a place to actually swim. Yeah. I also recently moved. Not that recently, but technically in August, but I work away sometimes. I'm hoping not to as much this year because grown-up life and stuff. But I often work away, so that's why you could see like some of my videos were in different like caravans and yeah, random places. So that's why. And so yeah, so in August, technically I moved from Scotland, which was my base at the time, and now I live in England. I'm a traitor. No, I'm joking. But now I live in England, so hey, anytime I would go back to Poland, where I'm originally from, people would be like, oh, how's England? And I would be like, Scotland. But now I don't have to correct them anymore because I'm in England. So that's great. And yeah, as you can see, I've got some mermaidy bits on my walls because I finally have a craft room, which was my dream for the longest time. Like, I've always wanted to have a craft room. In lockdown especially, I was even looking into like renting a place, like renting an office, just to go and like do my crafts there and keep all of my stuff, my artsy crafty stuff there. If you're a crafter, you know there's quite a lot of stuff that you kind of gather and like just keep everywhere. So yeah, my partner was not happy with that, let's just say. But yeah, but now I have a craft room and it's awesome. There we go. Yeah, I'm running out of thread. So we're just gonna finish it up. And of course, for this tail, I don't really have a method. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm saying for this tail, as if all of my other tails are not the same. Obviously, I never know what I'm doing, guys. Like, if you're trying to follow any of my tutorials, I apologize. I don't know what I'm doing myself. I'm just like hoping for the best. So I'm just trying to do a bunch of like knots to make sure this stays in place and hope it works. We'll see. Yeah, the only thing I'm kind of worried about with this tail as well, because I'm sewing them on like in rows, I'm worried that when I get to the top part, or like the higher part, it's going to lose its stretch because the thread is not as stretchy. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I kind of do a few rows and try it on just to make sure that it still fits. Yeah. I'm so awkward, I'm sorry guys. But yes, I need to do some knots. Knots. And then it's gonna be time to thread my needle again. Very exciting. Also, I really wanted to put some like, when I was doing my live stream setup, which obviously didn't work out, I was hoping to do some like some background music, some like royalty free background music, just for a little bit of ambience, you know, or whatever. But we'll see, maybe next time. I think it's just the place where I moved to now, they didn't really have very good options for like internet connection, so we had to go with whatever. And I thought it was going to be fine, but apparently not strong enough for proper live streaming. I will try again at some point and see how it goes. Right. So we finished, I was going to say a row, but it's more like a cluster. We finished a cluster. A few scales over here. Let's try this again. So let's move this cardboard thing. Let's see. I think I need to make it a bit wider now, because the tail is getting wider too. Oh yeah, so I keep forgetting what I was talking about. So I moved to England. I live in England now. I'm still traveling all the time, all over the place for like work and stuff. But I need to find a pool where I am now. And I know that quite close to me there is a mermaid pod, I believe, or even like a mermaid company. So I might look into it. Because at the moment I'm really close to like everything. I'm in the middle of everything. So we'll see. Maybe I'll find some mermaids to swim with. But I also need to check out some pools for just like general swimming. To kind of show up and check out the place before I can show up in a mermaid tail and be like, hello, I have arrived, I am a mermaid. It's always like stressful going to a new place and revealing that you are in fact a mermaid, a mythical creature. It's not as stressful whenever I kind of go to work, because I often work in creative places because I'm an entertainer. So people just go, oh my god, you're a mermaid, how cool. But like going to a pool and being like, hello, could I please use my tail here? And then be like, no. It's not fun. So yeah, we're gonna have to check out some nice pools in the area. See maybe some family run ones or like private. That's a big thing that I found. Like whenever you're trying to find a pool to swim in with your tail, it's usually the small private ones that let you because they don't care. They're like, yeah, sure, do whatever. But obviously like the council pools and more like bigger ones, they kind of have to follow the rules. Well, all of them have to follow the rules technically, but some of them don't care as much. So smaller pools, yay. Right, here we go again, threading the needle. Very exciting. See, it's because I know people are watching. It's because I know. But now I can't do this. Oh, I can't. Why can't you do this? I think it's too thick. So I'm trying to like flatten it a little bit before threading the needle. Once again, me thinking I'm doing a tutorial. But this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to flatten it a little bit so I can put it in the needle easier. And it's because I broke all of my big needles. So now I have to try and go through all the other ones. Right, let's go. A success. We got it after quite an effort. Oh, it's getting gloomy outside now. Righto. Perfect. Cool. Right. So yeah, remember when like over a year ago I was like, oh my god, guys, I'm gonna finish this tail in like a few months. Well, that was a lie, wasn't it? Because there's still a year. But this is how it works with my attention span, I think. You know, I get really motivated to do something, and then I get really into it, make a big chunk of a project, and then I get just like demotivated, and like something else comes up and I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing this now, and I completely forget about it. Or I just know that it's gonna take a long time, so I just kind of put it off and procrastinate. But we're back, at least today, doing something, sewing the scales on. So maybe I'll finish it this year. No, the plan is Mercon. I want to swim in this in the Mercon pool. This one needs a bit of work. But I think I'm still gonna have to make a lot more scales than what I have at the moment. and I'm gonna have to drill a lot of them and kind of finish them up. So we'll see. But also, I believe like this whole idea was inspired by rose quartz, obviously. And like the idea was that the Mersona was going to be called rose quartz. And I think I kind of, I might have stolen someone's name. To be fair, I wasn't going to call myself that. Because my name is Angelica, by the way. Hi, I'm Angelica. And I like my name. And I think I was just going to go by Mermaid Angelica. But I think there is a person. I think it's even... Are they in the Devonport even? Ross Quartz, I think. So yeah, there is a person called Ross Quartz who is a merfolk. So that's cool. Love it. I can just be inspired by the name. So yeah, the whole Mersona is not... I might get like a pink wig or something. But I'm not going to call myself that. I think I'm just going to go with Mermaid Angelica just because I like my name. Yeah. Do you guys have like a mermaid name or anything? What's a good mermaid name? So I like when people go with like, when they have unique names, I like when they kind of put their name as their mermaid name as well. Because then you kind of don't have to guess what their real name is. Because there's so many mermaids that I only know by their like mermaid names. And I don't actually know their actual names. So when I went to see the mermaids in Sea Life performing, then I went to the meet and greet and I was like, oh my god, hi, I follow you on Instagram. And she was like, oh my god, I follow you too. Oh, how cool. And we were like, your name is something with a oh. So it was really awkward. Well, not awkward, but you know, when you just know people by their mermaid name or their like usernames, it's kind of funny. Mermaid Katie, aka Tinmouth Mermaid. Yes. See, that was a really good mermaid name because that's the only reason I found out that you were in Tinmouth. And I was like, wait, Tinmouth? I think I know where this is. This is close. Let's go. At the time. So that's good. I probably couldn't put a place in my name because I keep moving and traveling. So I'll be Angelica, the all around the world mermaid. But yeah. Oh, a few years ago, I think I was thinking about changing my name into Mermaid Passiflora. No, passion fruit, but passion flower instead. Yeah, but then my boyfriend said something, I think in the Witcher games, there is a place called Passiflora, which is like a brothel or something. So I was like, oh, maybe not then. Maybe not. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna stick with my name. Just Mermaid Angelica. Just so people can know my name, maybe. You know, not that it matters really. I'm a mermaid. Just call me a mermaid. But yes. But like once in a while I come up with random mermaid names and mersonas that I think would be really cool. And then I want to change my whole personality, and then I go, you're silly, you're not gonna stick to that. You're gonna get bored after like 5 minutes of being this Mersona, and you're gonna spend a lot of money and then not do anything about it. So that's always fun. Fun thing to do. But I think, first of all, I had a dream today that I dyed my hair pink. Should I? But I'm not allowed at the moment. I need to have brown hair. But I can always get a pink wig to go with my pink tail and just kind of make it a whole vibe. Just pink, pink, pink. Girls, girls, girls. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Twirls, twirls, twirls. Okay, I need to stop. But yes. I need to get like a long pink wig, but I've never like used wigs in a pool. Like even when I'm swimming, I usually put my hair like either in pigtails like this, so it's like out of my face but still long, or do like half up, half down if I want to still to like look long. Or if I'm just going for like a practice swim, I will put it in braids just because it's so much easier to like detangle it later on. And I never brush my hair too, so that's an issue. But whenever I put it in braids, I do in fact brush it, so then it's easier to like detangle and wash it later on. That's probably like the hardest thing about being a mermaid too. It's like you have to plan things according to your hair washing schedule. Is it just me? Like I have a whole thing of like, okay, my hair is greasy. Oh, hello, hi. We're just chilling, making a tail. Yeah, I know. I've been gone for a year. We've been over it. But yeah, so I schedule everything to like go with my hair washing. So I'm like, okay, my hair is looking really greasy. That means I can go swimming soon and then I can wash my hair. So I kind of schedule it according to my hair washing, you know. Like, it's looking quite greasy today. I might go swimming tomorrow. I won't, because I have a driving lesson. Oh yeah, I'm learning to drive as well. Some of you might think I'm a bit old for that, and you will be correct. I am quite old. I'm having a quarter-life crisis at the moment too. It's great fun. And my partner likes to remind me that I'm old too, so even though he's older, so rude. But yeah. What am I saying? Oh, I'm learning to drive, and it's scary. So a few years ago, when I turned 18, I actually took some driving lessons, and I hated it. And I knew I was going to hate it because I didn't really want to learn to drive. I kind of just did it because everyone else was doing it, which is never a good thing to do. Like, kids, don't do drugs. If everyone else is doing them, well, unless they're fun ones. Never mind. I'm just chatting crap. Anyway, okay, yeah, so I just took lessons because everyone else was doing it. But I do really like it. But now, as I'm getting old, and I have to go places, and like, I have to go to work. I kind of need to be able to transport myself and my tails. So if it was just me and not mermaid tails and like PA systems and equipment, I would be fine. I could just like do a 1-day training thing and then just get a moped, which was a plan. I was gonna get a moped and vinyl wrap it with like pink sparkly vinyl, obviously, or like scales, maybe. So that was a plan at one point, but then I was like, I have mermaid tails and equipment, and that would be quite a hassle to like, I don't know. I would have to get one of those attachments for like another person and then just put my tail in there, which is also a hassle. So yeah, I decided to finally learn to drive, and I am having my 3rd lesson tomorrow. It was like so difficult to find a driving instructor. I've been trying for months, but because of COVID, obviously, there's like a backlog of people who like turned whatever age it is that you learn to drive and are now wanting to drive, plus the people who couldn't do their lessons because of COVID, because of lockdown. So, and me, old people who want to learn to drive because they didn't when they were younger and they were supposed to do it. So now it was really hard to find a driving instructor. But I think I'm in now to this one guy, and I'm one of his students now forever. Well, not forever, hopefully. Hopefully I'll do it quite fast. So yes, but it's going well. I didn't die yet. As you can see, I am still alive, and yeah, I can't tell you that I know how to drive yet, but I'm trying my best. Righto. More scales. But I think I figure out what I want my car to be, and it's going to be like my motivation to learn. So at first I was like Ford KA, because it's like cheap. If I break it, it's fine. You know, if I crash my car on the first day, nobody cares. And I think Ford KAs look like a computer mouse. They're so ugly that they're beautiful, and I love them. I mean, like the old ones. So that was my first thought. And then I saw a freaking pink Beetle, like a Volkswagen Beetle. So I was like, okay, this is what I want now. Especially that I have like two toy pink Volkswagen Beetles somewhere, because they're cute. But then I was like, they're kind of like retro-ish. So now I think I decided I'm gonna be a very basic girl, but take it to the next level. And I'm gonna hopefully, maybe one day, probably not for my first car because I might crush it, hopefully not, but I'm thinking Fiat 500 in pink. So I'm not only going to be a Fiat 500 girl, which is like the most basic ever, but I'm also going to be a pink Fiat 500 girl. So the most basic of basic. But I also would like it to be a hybrid. Because do you guys remember, I don't know if you're from UK, we had this whole petrol crisis a few months ago, where basically the news were like, oh, we're gonna run out of petrol or something, and people started like panic buying petrol, and then there was no petrol. So people who had electric cars or hybrids were like, losers, we don't need petrol. So yeah, that's why I would like a hybrid, and also because it's better for the environment, maybe, I don't know, possibly. So yeah, that is my dream car now. And the most annoying thing is that I actually found it for sale right now. Yeah, well, it wasn't a hybrid, and it was a convertible, which I would like but don't want now because they're problematic. I found one for sale, like really close, which is the worst thing when you're broke and you actually find something that you want to buy, like a freaking mermaid tail of your dreams, and you're broke at a time. It's not fun, not great, no. But yeah, and also, speaking of mermaid tails, because that's why we're here, not to talk about cars, one of my, I don't think I have a dream tail, because as you can tell, I am a little bit crafty sometimes, so if I kind of want a tail, I could, that's gonna sound really cocky if I say if I want a tail I would just make it myself, because it's not gonna look as good. But what I'm trying to say, if I want a tail, I will probably try and make it. But I do have a monofin that I would really, really like. That is kind of like my dream monofin. And that would be a fantasy fin in pink. I can't remember which one it was. Hold on, let me Google it. It's the kind of simple one. Fantasy fin. Is it 3? Let me see. Yes, it's the Fantasy Fin 3 in pink. Oh, the marble one. Because obviously, I tried to kind of rip it off a little bit. But yeah, hopefully I won't get sued. No, jokes. I'm not selling it, so I shouldn't. But I think Fantasy Fin 3 in pink or in blue, like the light blue one, would be so cool. But obviously, since I'm making this tail, I think the pink one would be amazing. And then I could use it with this tail because it will have more power than my little monofin here. But we shall see. We shall see how it goes. Right. We have more scales, but I still have a lot of thread left. Probably because I'm just chatting rubbish and not actually working as fast as I'm supposed to. But hey ho, it is a Sunday. It's a Sunday fun day. Is it a Sunday? Yeah. It's a Sunday and we're just chilling. Just chilling, crafting, having a lovely time. But yeah, still really bummed that I couldn't get the setup to work. Because I wanted to have some like background music and something. Don't know. It would also be pretty fun to like watch something on stream while working on our crafts. But I think it's kind of a bit of a grey area, you know? Because I don't want to get like a copyright thing. Oh my god, the other month, I think I posted on TikTok, and then I saved the TikTok to post on Instagram, and then I was like, oh my god, YouTube Shorts are a thing. So I tried posting it on YouTube Shorts, and then I got a strike because I forgot it had like copyright music in it, and YouTube wasn't about that, obviously, but I completely forgot and I just posted it. So you might have seen it for like a second. It was up for a second, but then I got the strike and I was like, oh, better delete that. We don't want any trouble in here. Can you even see what I'm doing? Probably not, but that is fine. Right. Ooh. Right, I think what we're gonna do, because I'm being really slow with this, we're gonna finish this thread, which I still have quite a bit of, don't worry. We're gonna finish this thread, and that might be it for today, just because. So if you would like to say anything, if you have any questions, queries, inquiries, anything you want to brag about, just put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, my friends. Let's go. While we finish a few rows of the scales. That's right, oh, looking beautiful. And also the noise, the ASMR. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Right-ho, right-ho. A few more scales to go. What else? Oh my god. Have you guys seen on TikTok? Also, I'm a TikTok girl now, in case you've not noticed. On TikTok, there's this guy who does like H2O content, but he's so funny. And he did the song, you know, we don't talk about Bruno. He did it about Charlotte from H2O, and it just like everything that he does is just so funny, and it makes me want to rewatch H2O. That would be fun if we could watch H2O on Livestream while doing Mermaid crafts. That'll be awesome. But once again, I'm a bit worried. A bit worried about that, you know. But yeah, we'll have to look into it. If not, we can just watch his content for hours. No, I'm joking. And also, so H2O, right? I love it. I think it's amazing. I think it's really cringy, but like to the point that it's actually amazing. But like the tails, they're just so good that it makes the whole series worth watching just to see the tail shots. And to be fair, we all love a bit of drama with like Charlotte and whatever. Oh, and actually my Animal Crossing island is called Mako because of it too. So we love to see it. But yeah, I think the tails are awesome in that series. But I don't think, because I know like a lot of people are obsessed with H2O and they really want the tails from the series, which I absolutely understand, and kind of recreating TV props is a big thing. But I don't think I would like to have one. Like, maybe because they're so like classic and now we've had such a, you know, we have so many different companies, different tail makers who are just so talented that they just make amazing things, like very colourful and intricate designs, that compared to that, the H2O ones, I'm just like, a little bored, but okay. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Would you like to have the H2O one? Is it your vibe? Maybe the Mako one. I mean, they're quite similar, but the guy from the Mako Mermaids, I think his one is blue. So that could be something. Maybe a blue one. I don't know. I feel like we need to be more fun with our tails, you know? Says Angelica just making a pink tail. But no, I think like I really love, especially the fabric ones, I really love all the bright colored ones. Really like those. Oh my god, that's what we can do next time. While doing this, you know how I did that video once, like reacting to new Mermaid releases? We could do that. We can have a look and just judge. Oh, by the way, about that video, I'm not sure if anyone's seen it or not, but like, I think a year ago, over a year ago, I've not been here for a year. I think over a year ago, I made a video reacting to new Mermaid releases. So like, I think I looked at goggles and the new fantasy fin that was out at the time, the whale one, and I think some magic tails as well. So there was a few things, and I just want to say, goggles, since then, they came out with fabric attachment to like regular goggles that you can just buy in different colors that are way more affordable, which I just wanted to say that is great, like amazing, because I remember being kind of like, but I didn't want to say anything bad about someone's small business, obviously, especially that like all mermaid businesses are great and like people adding new things to the community and, you know, solving mermaid problems is awesome, and I think that's great. So, you know, I understand that mermaid tails themselves are expensive and goggles were quite pricey, which obviously it's all a hobby, it's all an expensive hobby, it's all luxury products. So I understand that. So I was a bit, I don't know, I didn't want to say anything about it, but at the same time, if I could buy a fantasy fin for the same price as, you know, a pair of goggles, I was a bit, you know, not happy about that because I'm broke. Probably just me. Ow, just stabbed myself. Probably just me and my broker problems. But I think the fact that they kind of saw the issue and didn't didn't change their product, their silicone ones, they're still making them, but kind of adjusted the product or like made a new product with a lower price point. I think that is really, really great. Like, great to see from a small business, from any business really, kind of reacting to what the customers want and need. And they all know that we're broke from buying all the mermaid tails and all the mermaid accessories anyway. So I'm really happy about that. And I think I might even, maybe in the future sometime, buy myself a pair of the fabric ones. Because they're still quite pricey, but they're not, well, they're not that pricey. I think they're like $30, $40, which is not that expensive, I think. So yeah, might get a pair if they do shipping to UK. But who knows? Who knows where I'm gonna be at the time. So yeah, goggles. I think they're great. What else? What else? Oh my god, yeah. So I'm just trying to think of like all the things I've missed while being gone on the mermaid scene that I just want to let out and give you my opinion on. Even though no one asked. I know, no one asked. But I'm here to give my opinion. You're welcome. So, oh my god, the Finfolk glow in the, not glow in the dark, but like the, I think it was LED tail, you know, the one with like frilly bits that light up. That was so cool. And I've seen like the whole mermaid community was just like jaw dropped. Like at the same time, Finfolk added that post, and like the whole mermaid community, the whole world at the same time, just like massive jaw drop. Was great. And obviously, like, I don't know if I told you guys, but I tried. Like I wanted to make an LED mermaid tail. I've been wanting to make it for years. And I even like looked at other mermaids who have done it before. My only problem was they were always kind of, the lights were always kind of chunky, you know, they were always big, and even though it looked cool in the water, they had to be big. So one of the tails I saw had like big balls on it that were like LEDs, which was cool, but this is not what I wanted. So my other idea was to put some like LEDs into resin. So this was one of my ideas for the LED one. But it's just so complicated because you don't want to do it wrong, because it's like playing with basically electricity and water, which is very dangerous. Please don't try it at home. So that's why I didn't. But I was really like thinking about it for quite a bit. Another mermaid thing I wanted to do was to kind of, on my little channel, start creating more like short films, like mermaidy short films. And I wanted to, but for this I would have to like actually own a pool, which I'm so jealous of anyone who like has a pool at their house. mostly in like America, because they can just do whatever they want. Like, what? Because I would love to get like a bunch of fake plants, you know, like those aquarium ones, and like a bunch of fake jellyfishes and all this stuff, and make like a scene and like put moss on the bottom of the pool and just create like a scene and then do like a short film with mermaids. That would be so cool. But try to find me a pool that will actually allow this. Yeah, no. It's like a problem to even go and swim in a pool with your mermaid tail, so doing a short film and putting a bunch of crap in their pool is probably going to be a no-no. Unless you have a pool that you would like to lend to me to film. I will pay you in my love and I will be very grateful. I can give you a scale. No, I'm just joking. Unless you do have a pool and you want to like let me use it, it's fine too. Let's go. But yeah. But you know, Mercom, they should make something like this. Oh my god, I'm a genius. You know, in Mercon, they should find a venue that has like a smaller pool as well, like a, not like a kiddie pool, but like a, just not as deep, and just like decorate it and make it into like a photo booth, but like underwater one, so like a bunch of greens, so like a photo spot. That would be so cool. I should pitch it to them. Just be like, okay, I'll make all of it. You just pay me and give me money to make it. See, that's always a problem. I have so many ideas, but most of the time, it's just the money that's always a problem. And not necessarily money in a sense of like, I don't have money for the actual materials. It's more just the other money that you need to make to like survive and do stuff. It's not fun. But hey ho, we are here. We're making the tail. And I think I have some silicone stuck here. Okay, we're out. Nice. So we're almost done. We're almost done, only a few more scales to go. And of course, something else I would love to do is to film in a aquarium. Maybe not like a proper aquarium like Sea Life or something, because I'm a bit, like, I love fishes and stuff, but I don't know how I would feel about swimming with them without my goggles. Because, like, you know, I'm a big baby when it comes to goggles, and just the fact that I could learn to kind of open my eyes underwater sometimes was a big deal for me. But like swimming with the fishes, like chunky boys like this, and just like not being able to see, I don't know how I feel about that. But I think all the mermaids that actually do it are like so brave. Brave is probably not the first word, like badass. Probably, yeah. That's the word. Yeah, but what I was talking about is like a regular just glass aquarium. I also wanted to make one at one point with like acrylic, really thick acrylic. I'm just mad. I think I should not be allowed to like have money or anything, because when I come up with ideas, they're just crazy. And yeah. If I tell you I want to make something, just like take away my wallet. Don't let me do it. Or else I'm gonna end up broke. And broken, probably too. But yeah, alright, a few more scales. And then we are donezo for today. We made a little bit of progress. I didn't really put a mark anywhere on where we started. I think we did like 2 rows maybe. 2 rows or something. So let's add a few more. And then we can go get some food. What's everybody having for tea today? I sound very British. Oh, I'm really sorry. What is going on? I am hoping to maybe order something today. That would be quite nice. Quite nice, I kind of fancy. Oh, thank you. Kind of fancy some takeaway today. How's your project going, Katie? Are you making anything at the moment? Or just chilling? Trying to survive? It's a hard one. See, this is how I break my needles. I just, oh, there we go. Just pull on them really hard. Right. Can we fit one more? We can. Let's fit one more. One more scale. Let's pick a nice one. This one's alright. Just chilling like a villain. Have you still got COVID, did you say? Hope you're alright. One more day, one more dawn, one scale more. Okay, last one, let's go. One more scale. One scale more. See, when I was imagining this project, I thought it was gonna all look as neat as the Mythic Tales. No. They're all over the place. It's just a cluster of scales. Just here. So that's fun. Right, and now it's time to do a loop-de-loop. And do a knot. One more day. Now this is stuck in my head. I hope I don't get copyrighted by laymas. One more dawn. One scale more. Okay. Loop de loop. Let's do another one just to be sure. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing either. So let's go. Okay. And I dropped my needle. Alrighty. And this is the progress so far. We did a few rows today. Don't worry, there's some in the back as well. It would probably look a bit more impressive if I did one side at a time, but I wanted to make sure it's all nice on the seams. So we've got the scales. We still have a long way to go with the scales. And then we have the chunky boy, the monofin, done as well. And we do have the hip fins. So there are bits ready to go. We just need to put them all together. Alright, so thank you so much everybody for joining me today. I'm really sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning. Unfortunately, my Wi-Fi is not strong enough to support streaming on my laptop and like OBS. Thank you very much. Hopefully I will finish it at some point this year. And maybe we'll try this again sometime. Maybe next week or something. Why not? Or maybe during the week when my partner is at work and I'm just here chilling. Okay, thank you so much everybody for joining me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Bye bye bye. Bye. Now how do I exit this? That's the question. Okay, bye.